And he ran at 1065 and a top end speed of 128 miles an hour. Tower side is stock Corvette, running a 1412 at 100 miles an hour. Another stock vet, tower side, George Wolf, lane 2. George, gonna do your thing. Good vibrations, lane 2. The class for A Street Roadsters does not exist anymore. 124 miles an hour, model year Ford. Yeah, American Motors, one more time. Ramblers, Ramblers. 396, kind of a toss-up right now, too. We're going to take it 383 over there. Here in the first round, because if you look behind the timing tower over there in lane number 2, there he is, far and away the most popular driver in funny cars here in New England, Jungle Jim Lieberman.
I have to always worry about the people watching me. It's them that I'm there for. If I don't make them happy, there's no reason for me to even be there. Funny car is more of a, it takes more talent than just somebody that can get in and operate the mechanical pieces. I think that people have to have something more to shoot for than just the car. Each car has its own personality. I know it does. I watch a lot of these cars all throughout the season.
That's called a bleach burnout. That's a tire warmer. It's a way of getting the tires sticky to adhere to the drag strip. And it works. It's going to be race time, folks. Both cars in and go! Try to reach him. All the way out of shape. You can't control the car. Jungle Jim Lieberman, a 674, ladies and gentlemen, 227 miles an hour.
The ride is like being a passenger in a jet airplane, we'll say. It's like being shot out of a bullet, out of a gun coming off the line. And down the other end, everything gets pretty gray. You can usually make out where the track is, unless you've got some kind of a tire shake. out there and do one thing, it's win. It's just win. And whether it's a big race or a small race, usually I don't even look at my competitor over on the other side. I mind my business, pay attention to what I'm doing, listen to my crew member, and run the race.
And once you start to race, it's something that you can't stop doing. It's a big charge, you know, because every time you go, if you go 210 miles an hour, you want to go 212, you know, and you'll do anything you can to do it. No matter how fast I go, I always know I can go faster. And it seems the worse things get, the harder you work. I've had times when the cars were blown up, the truck motors blown up, everything was bad. And you work, you know, day and night to get it back together, just to go back out and race. I don't think you could do it any other way, because there's too many times when everything goes wrong. More times things are going wrong than they are right.
Fire is the drag racer's worst enemy as far as the fuel car is concerned. I think that's one thing that the driver definitely thinks about before he even gets into the car. Like fire, I think, is always in his mind. Not so much in somebody that hasn't had one, but once you've had a fire, I believe that you're thinking about it. We usually carry 2 fire extinguishers right on the race car, but the fire can still do damage to you before you ever even can make a reaction. It's like there's nothing, and then all of a sudden it's all around you, and you panic in 1,000 different ways, you know. Like, you still maintain to drive the car, but your main interest is get away from the heat. And you try and stop the car in any way, shape, or form you can. You just want to get away from the heat. The fire I had was because I had an oil seal go bad. All the oil went to the front of the engine and blew out the seal, and just flew all over the car. And it was like a 4th of July. But the fire I had burned just briefly for seconds. Like, even if I had fire bottles on the car, which I didn't at that time, it wouldn't make any difference because the fire had already done its damage and was gone. But just in those few seconds, it like burned the car, the sides of the car, and burned my boots, and singed my hair, burned my gloves.
Feeling that a skier would have, you know, as he's going down a ramp, he's gonna take a 200 or 300 foot jump. I mean, there's a chance that he's gonna break his leg, but he doesn't think about it that much. I mean, because you're not out there to break your leg. You know, you're out there to make the jump. I mean, I think if you sat there and thought about breaking your leg all the time, you know, you'd probably be a pretty lousy jumper. And it's the same way with a race car. If you thought that you were gonna go out there and crash your race car every time you made a pass, you'd be a lousy racer. So, I mean, as far as being scared or nervous, I think there's a difference. I don't know. I think everybody gets a little nervous, but I don't think there's anybody that gets scared. And the ones that do get scared are usually the ones that aren't around very long.
There'll be times I'll be taking deep breaths or like sighing real heavy, and as soon as the car fires, though, like everything's gone. Your mind's in a different place.
It's gonna be some kind of race. Both engines tuned right to a T. Sharp and crisp. No backfires, no little shots of fuel on either header. Are you ready for this? Side by side, double faster out here. Owen got up on one wheel.
John. Former record holder Jimmy King driving the King and Marshall Dusty. I'm sleeping in the Bob Manning Dodge. Tom and Jerry Challenger. Nichols and Oxford from Marshfield with their all-new California-built truck job. Al Hanna with Joe Lundette storming Eastern Raider Pinto. 20 cars galore Sunday. Open competition in all classes and brackets. Motorcycles, too. It all happens Sunday. Fun trails at night. Eliminate